we can all agree that the color of the trash can is blue. Right? Everybody agree? Blue trash can. This is blue. I want you to think for just a moment back to when you were a little kid. And the only people in your life that gave you information was your family, your friends, your loved ones. What if they had told you your entire life that was red? Now we can all agree that this is blue. But for the first 5 years of your life, all you were ever told is that that trash can is red. Now when you walk into your little kindergarten class, you got your little backpack on, you're all excited, you get to meet your little friends, you get to meet your teacher, and you're learning all these wonderful things. You learn how to count, you learn your alphabet, and you start to learn your colors. And your teacher says, this is the color blue. Are you going to believe your teacher? No. Because all your life, the people that you love and you trust and they care about you have told you that that is the color red. And you're going to get angry. And you stomp your feet and go, no, that's red. My mommy and my daddy and everybody says that's red. No, you're wrong. That's not red. That's red, not blue. Red. But all your other little friends that you've been making are like, what are you talking about? That's blue. You're wrong. That's blue. Now eventually over time, you start to recognize that that is blue. Everybody accepts that as blue. Now hopefully none of you were brought up to believe that that was the color red. You all accept that that is blue. But what about the kids that their entire lives, and even adults, that have been brought up and told, you know what, we can't really expect a lot out of you because you have this disability. It's okay, we know you're not as smart as Jimmy over there, but that's all right. We accept you for who you are. And then all of a sudden someone comes along and starts to recognize your value, and they start to say, you know what, you are capable of doing more than what you've been told. You are smart. And you can do these things if you just believe in yourself and you apply yourself. Are you going to say, yep, I believe you, let's do this? No, you're not. Because see, you're going to be looking at the world through that red filter. You're going to be looking at the world and saying, no, that's not blue, that's red. The good news is that over time, you can start to learn to recognize your own worth, your own value, your own intelligence, and start to realize that that isn't red, that is blue. That you are capable of doing more than you ever thought was possible because of what you were told. That's an important thing to remember. Now some kids, when they were growing up, were told that they were smart, told that they had worth and value, and they were always taught that that was blue. So they had that advantage of always thinking that they were going to be able to succeed in life. Other kids weren't that fortunate. And so while they have grown up and they have that blue filter, and when they are told you're worth something, you can do this, they believe them. But for those of us who grew up in a world where we were told that was red, we have to fight through our red filter to be able to see the blue. And an interesting thing happens, because over time you start to recognize your worth. You develop that confidence and belief in yourself, and you do start to see the world as blue. And it's a great feeling. And you really start to believe that you can succeed in life, and that you have worth and you have value, and you can get up on a stage and tell other people about it. And you start to believe that in yourself. And as much as I would like to tell you that all you're going to see from then forward is that blue filter, that's not the case. Because what can happen is someone comes along and they start telling you, no, you're not that smart. No, you're not going to be able to achieve the things that you want to achieve. No, you have Asperger's, so you're never going to be able to understand how to communicate with people. No, you have depression, so you're always going to be sad and withdrawn from people. Or maybe, no, you have ADHD, so we can't expect you to sit quietly and do your work. It's okay, we understand that. And even though you've started to recognize the world is blue, when you hear those things, it still resonates because that red filter is still there. And sometimes what happens is you'll see both at the same time. And then you start going, well, wait a minute, I know this to be true, but this is true. How can they both be true? And you'll have people that are telling you, oh, just be positive. Just think happy thoughts. Let it go. Because they have only seen the world one way. And they can't understand that there are these two filters that you're trying to filter through and trying to understand. And unfortunately, that first filter, the one that you are most familiar with, is usually the one that's going to win out. But there is hope because you can learn to see past that. And eventually, with time and practice, you're going to learn how to throw that red filter into the trash can where it belongs. And while every once in a while it'll get recycled and come back out because we're responsible in this world and we recycle things, although that's probably not a good thing to recycle, come to think of it, it's still going to be there. But over time, that red filter is going to start to get cracks, and you're going to start to recognize that the world really is blue. And so my challenge for each and every one of you is to stop and think about your own filters. We all have our own insecurities and things that we have to overcome. And we all have certain strengths that we take for granted that other people struggle with. And so the key to survival in this world, and not just survival but success, is to find someone's strengths that offset your challenges. Use your strengths to offset someone else's challenges. And together, we will become stronger